recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios, Meanjin, Brisbane.
On 102.1 FM.
And broadcast across Australia on the Community Radio Network.
You're listening to Zed Games.
Zed Games brings you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture. Want to reach out?
Share your hot take?
Or do you just want to share your favourite game?
Find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
Hello. You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Zahra, and with me in the studio this episode is
Tom
and
Natalia.
Whippy. How are we all doing on this day of being in the radio?
I'm feeling pretty good, despite engaging with some challenging media.
Oh. How about you, Natalia? Do you feel like you've been challenged by media lately?
I've been challenged by being awake, and my lack for sleep is calling for me.
Well, I've been challenged by the weather.
Yes.
And also by all the games that I wish I was playing right now. Not that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like I don't love being here. I love being here.
Sorry, guys, let's wrap it up. Let's go play, I don't know, Peak.
It's just that there's so many video games in the world and so little time.
It's award season. Everything's looking good.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. I've been playing, I've been wanting to see what the hype's been about with Claire Obscure, just to be like, oh, what are all these people talking about? And I think I get it. I get what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I cried twice so far.
Right.
Which is, it's good. It's nice.
Yeah, very emotional.
Yeah.
It's good to get it all out sometimes.
Yeah.
While playing awesome turn-based action.
How good are you at parrying?
Oh. Super good. 50% of the time.
Nice.
How about you?
I'm enjoying it a lot. I've played a lot of like action RPGs before. Like I learned how to parry through Dark Souls, so that helps. Although these guys kind of they try and fake you out. It's like, oh, I'm going to hit you, but I'm going to do a little spin, and now I hit you.
Sometimes it's sort of like, they're like, ooh, I'm going to do a little, and then they're like, no, that wasn't good. Now I got you. Which is, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
But yeah, what have you two been playing recently?
I played like 4 games this week. This is the first week where I didn't have that much on.
Oh, that's nice.
Rift of the Necrodancer. I played what else did I play? I played Haste, which I'm going to talk about today. But mostly, more than anything, I'm just waiting for Unbeatable to come out next week. That is my game. It got delayed for a month, and so I've just been like itching to play that game.
Quite literally.
I've been feeling the same way about Terminator 2D No Fate. Keeps getting delayed.
God, it's such a bummer, right?
Yeah, it actually does look pretty good. I'll show you later.
Oh, please do. And we're about to jump into the week in gaming news. This week in gaming news, the under 16 social media ban officially kicks off next week for Australians, which will restrict under 16s from creating social media accounts and accessing restricted content. So some people might have noticed that those checks have started to roll out today, prompting people to prove their age. I think I've only seen a few examples on like YouTube. I think there was an X one as well. So it is upon us, my friends. There are a few things that we do know for sure. It's not really so much of a ban rather than a restriction. So the children cannot create social media accounts. If you want to create a social media account, platforms may ask for proof of ID, proof of your age, which might be through ID or supporting documentation. They can scan your face and let the AI estimate how old you are, which I don't know about some of you, but I've got baby face. I'm carded all the time. I'm 31 years old, so I don't know. Or if you already have an existing account, your account behavior will I guess, determined on how old you are. So if you
keep watching Roblox videos, you're going to get a check.
yeah.
To be fair, they should probably keep track of you.
They probably should.
Either way.
But yeah, I think we'll have a lot more. It's going to be a bit of a chaotic time. The government has acknowledged that this is not going to be a smooth transition. Shocker. And will probably be a bit annoying.
Not for me. I'm an adult. I don't have to worry about that. Sorry, kids.
Sucks to be young, I guess. Moving on. Tom, do you want to read out this next one?
Yeah. So, if you've been planning on building or upgrading your PC, you might have noticed that RAM is in short supply and very expensive, and SSDs aren't doing much better. DRAM and NAND products have doubled in price in November, and production capacity isn't expected to improve until 2028. The shortages are attributed to manufacturers pivoting towards AI needs and a focus on large cloud service providers, and less so on consumer demand. Micron Technology has announced that it will leave the consumer business entirely in 2026.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Rock needs the RAM.
they need the RAM.
Hungry.
How much dedicated RAM do you need?
Does Grok need to spread misinformation?
I'm so used to graphics cards being like the problem. The whole thing.
Yeah, that was like the issue with cryptocurrency, is they used graphics cards to power their Bitcoin miners.
And now the RAM is gone.
I mean, I think about, the Steam machine. They've talked about how the pricing of that is going to be dependent on basically looking at what median, looking at a similar spec level to a mid-level machine. They're going to pre-pricing it at that level. So every time you hear RAM is going up or graphics cards are going up, that's
I did not even think
Steam
about that affecting the Steam machine price. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, super awesome. I love that. Wow.
Great news.
But at least we can see more hallucinated images online.
Yippee! Oh, I love that weird yellow filter that's over all of them. Moving on, XL Championships. So the XL Esports World Championships finals is just wrapping up as we speak. The XL Esports brings spreadsheet skills to the competitive stage where individuals and teams compete against each other, solving problems within XL. I cannot stress how awesome this actually is. I was just tuning in before the show. Their case for the finals was origami. So they had to fold a, in quotation marks, sheet of paper according to instructions entirely within Excel. So
that's incredible.
It's kind of really cool. In previous years, they had a taxi driver simulator, so you had to try and calculate the optimal routes and everything, and program code the little car to drive around. It's really, really kind of awesome stuff. Probably worth checking out. When I retire from radio, I want to be one of the announcers for this. Just saying. So in 10 years, if you just look up XL Esports, I'm probably going to be there.
Nothing is stopping you from doing it right now, Zahra.
You're so right. Oh, you know what? Okay, let's wrap up the show. I'm going to Las Vegas.
Right, second time we're wrapping up the show.
Next up, so Game Awards just around the corner on the 12th of December at 10:30 a.m. for those of us based in Brisbane. How nice. Round 2 of the Player's Voice is set to open 4th of December, so it should be right now open, with the final round of the Player's Voice opening on the 8th of December. So if you want to act like you're contributing to democracy, go for it. Also, there is a weird statue in the Mojave Desert. Jeff Keighley tweeted about it, and people have identified where this statue is and are starting to sort of make a pilgrimage there. We don't know what it's for. Some people said it's Diablo, others are like, no, it's Elder Scrolls. Other people are saying, no, it's God of War.
It looks Elden Ring-ish to me, but could also be OA,
which
is the upcoming Hideo Kojima horror game.
Given that they're besties, Jeff Keighley and Hideo, that might be more likely.
That is the most sensible theory I've heard all day. Natalia, do you want to hop into the news nibbles?
Yes, Justin Lin, known for the Fast and Furious movies, will be directing the upcoming Helldivers movie based on the game franchise, which is based on the Starship Troopers movies. And although Justin isn't a gamer, he, quote, aims to find the humanity and the characters and weave timely themes into the story. Fans are asking him to play the game at least once. I cannot think of a single timely theme you could weave into Starship Troopers or Helldivers. I can't think of anything happening in the world that could... Space fascism? No.
I feel like just watch Starship Troopers if you want a Helldivers movie. But maybe it'll be really fun to watch. Yeah. Fast and Furious movies are pretty fun to watch. I don't even like cars that much.
I think it'll be fun, especially because the Helldivers movie is the game is very like satirical in its own right. I think it'll be a fun transition.
Next one. Can I read this next one?
You can read this next one.
Tortellini, the goldfish who played Elden Ring and even defeated Melania, has sadly died due to a bacterial infection. He was there to make us all laugh and bewilder us on how a small fish could do so much. I miss him so much, said his owner Eric in a tribute post. I quite like this goldfish.
Make me cry.
It was pretty cool. He was a little fish and he could do so much better than me. That's for sure. And Tom, do you want to tell this last story?
Yeah. So, players playing Escape from Tarkov are finally escaping from Tarkov.
Oh, yay!
The game has been in development since 2012 and escaped early access in November and has been brutal to players. But now the streamer Tiggs has been acknowledged as the first player to escape from Tarkov.
I am so happy that it is actually possible.
Wow. It feels like it shouldn't be, it's like the One Piece. Like, you can't find the One Piece, right?
You're supposed to have like 10 million episodes before...
Yeah, but 2012 is pretty substantial amount of time.
How long has One Piece been going on for?
Longer than that.
Over 1,000 episodes.
All right, now for some upcoming games. December 4th, that's today if you're listening live, we've got Blood Refresh Supply for PS5, PS4, Switch, Xbox and PC. We've got Cloudheim for the PC. We've got Elden Ring Night Rain, Forsaken Hollows DLC for the PS5, Xbox and PC. We've got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond for Switch and Switch 2. And they all seem to be having a lot of fun. Night Swarm for PC. Octopath Traveler 0 for the PS5, PS4, Switch 2, Xbox and PC, Routine for Xbox and PC, Sonic Racing Crossworld's Nintendo Switch 2 Edition for the Switch 2, Thief VR, Legacy of Shadows for the PSVR 2, Quest 2 and 3 and Steam VR. And Natalia, do you want to read out the rest of the week in gaming news?
On December 8th is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 coming to PS5 of all places. Then it was Yakuza Kiwami 1+2 for the PS5 and Xbox. And then on December 9th, drumroll please, Unbeatable is coming out for the PS5, Xbox, and PC. Oh my goodness, it is
We're straight up not going to see you on December 9th, I think, December 10th.
It's been a pleasure knowing you all.
Hold on your hats, though.
Oh, sorry.
Save some excitement for December 10th's release of Farming Simulator Signature Edition for the Switch 2. Yeah! Woo! Let's play out some fields.
Oh yeah, and then Montezuma's Revenger, the 40th Anniversary Edition for the PS5, Switch, and Xbox, and Mutant Football League 2 on PS5, Xbox, and PC for you freaky footballers.
And Caroline has just told me that that One Piece is 28 years old.
Wow.
So, would be not included in the social media ban. Yay!
One Piece can be on TikTok.
It's real.
All right.
Real old.
There we go. Alrighty. So I'm really excited about something that is happening on the 7th of December, starting at 12 p.m. Can you guess what it is?
Is it Zed 4ZZZ related?
Yes.
It is the Hot 100 listening party!
So yeah, we're having a Hot 100 a little bit early this year. But that's because we are coming up to the end of our 50 years of 4ZZZ celebration. If you didn't know, we've turned 50 this year. We actually turned 50 a little bit later. But we turned 50 this year. We're ancient. We're so old. We've been around for a while now. So
we're a wise radio station.
Yes, very wise. And one of the reasons that we're so wise is because we are fully supported by the community, by subscribers. We simply will not be on the air without supporters like you. And because we trust our supporters so much, the Hot 100 is, well, the definitive list of like super awesome music to listen to. Completely voted by the people. So tune into 102.1 FM this Sunday at 12 p.m. Join us for the countdown. It's going to be an awesome vibe. I'll be one of the announcers. There'll be also a whole group of other announcers, special guests. It's really, really going to be just a really awesome afternoon. So I welcome you to join us for our celebrations. There's
also a bunch of unofficial, official listening parties around. If you go to the Hot One, the 4ZZZ website, they'll have more information there. But
yes, it's a vibe. It is lit. It is fire. It is hot. So without further ado, we're going to hop into a review by our very own Natalia. Let us play the little tune. Yippee!
Yeah, this is a review, and I'm rapping so fast because that's what you do in this game. Right, don't make me hate, because I will do something. Hey!
Wow, that was really good.
Thank you. I've got some rhythm in me.
Yeah, if this radio gig doesn't pan out, I think you could like do something with that.
Thank you. I'll sit in my room.
I hope you never go anywhere. All right, go Natalia. What are you telling us about?
Today I will be reviewing Haste. It is a game by Landfall, creators of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, Cluster Truck, a bunch of really good games actually. Sick Fight. They came out with this game early in the year. It's basically a third-person speed-chasing roguelike platformer where you play as an intergalactic mailman, and you take this girl, her name is Zoe, and you basically there's this evil mining company that comes and tries to steal some time crystals, and because of that ends up creating a rift in the dimensions, and so you have to try and outrun this collapsing world and try and solve it.
Oh, that's why you're so hasty.
That's why you're so fast. Actually, you were fast before the dimensions collapsed, but that is a very good excuse to run, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, the game, I will say this, it has definitely a more of a story like leaning presentation compared to like some games like Cluster Truck or whatever. I think the game doesn't quite deliver on the story. I will say that first. I think it's a little bit too simple. It has visual elements, but it doesn't quite deliver on that. That's fine though. I think what is more interesting is like the art direction. I think it has a lot of the storytelling happening through the characters' outfits and stuff like that. They have really cool character design inspired by different cultures from around the world. It has like a sister and stuff like that, and you're trying to figure out what happened here. The gameplay itself is genuinely one of the most... It feels so good to play this game. It almost... I hate to say this, but it kind of makes me feel like this is what Sonic should be, which is also what I said about Isopod. Sorry, Zahra. But this game, it really helps you build a sense of speed through like the way the character moves and the way like the camera zooms out when you're driving or whatever. The way it plays is... Do you remember the game called Alto's Journey from like the iOS games? Yeah. The ski story. It's basically like that kind of game where you play as a little ball and you have to hit the hills at a certain angle to try and build speed as you roll down. And you can either glide or you can either plummet down to hit the right angle. So you're very naturally building up this like sense of speed while you're being chased by this like massive, like almost like a Fortnite storm, where it's like everything around you is kind of dissolving into purple. It feels really tense. This game is like a clutch simulator, like a clenching simulator. The way that you like, there's actually a lot of itemization later, which I'll talk about, where like you are incentivized to almost hit things to get, like gain that sense of like danger, which I think it pulls off really well.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a really gorgeous game as well. The color palettes are... Anyway, it's a really gorgeous game. I do feel like the game takes a roguelike structure, which makes sense for a game like this. You know, like an endless runner kind of thing from the iOS era, is a game that you want to keep playing forever because the moment-to-moment gameplay feels so good. Except, I feel like the way that it does its roguelike structure doesn't quite land. It separated into chapters where it kind of tells the story, and it basically gives you like a Slay the Spire progression where you do a short run of game, and then you go to the map where you get to choose like where you go next. And some of the rooms have like, you know, in this room, every dash you do or every like, kind of boost thing makes you go like slightly faster. Or in this room, anytime you touch something, you take double damage or whatever. But I just feel like it doesn't quite commit to the roguelike structure, specifically through its itemization. The way that its items feel more like stat boosts than maybe like actually things that impact your gameplay flow, which is a little bit sad. But again, I don't think it matters that much because the gameplay is that good. Thankfully, there are more meaningful abilities that you can unlock later on. So when you start the game, you have this hover bike that gives you like a big dash of boost forward, and also lets you like lift yourself a little bit, so you can kind of narrowly weave yourself in and out of like these like hills and like rolling hills. But later on, you unlock a grapple hook, which allows you to pull yourself up like through any game with a grapple hook feels great. Yeah. But it allows you to grab onto like the floor or like a tower ahead of you and pull yourself forward. And I think those kind of things actually do meaningfully change the experience, but they're kind of hidden behind lots of hard to read menus. And like I came across this bug where I couldn't speak to any merchants or vendors, which meant that I couldn't progress the story or I couldn't buy items, and that definitely dampened my experience a little bit. I got it working by the end, but I think that I really wish that kind of stuff was kind of more forward, especially it doesn't really incorporate it into this progression of the game. But I don't know, I think overall I think that this game it's a testament to the fact that 2 months after this game came out, Peak, and that game obviously exploded. This game didn't do as well, but even in spite of that, they didn't abandon it. They've kept updating it. They added a co-op mode. They've added new story beats, new items, completely rebalancing the progression of things. And I think that because of those things, you can really feel like the passion put into this game. And it's not a game that's gonna like, it's not a dead game. It keeps getting new stuff added to it. And so because of that, and also the fact that it has a free demo, which I first played this back at a Steam Next Fest yonks ago.
Oh, we love demos.
We love demos. And this is a really nice demo. I played it for over an hour and a half. The biggest takeaway I want to have with this review is that in spite of all of the flaws I've said about the game, I played that demo and it got ingrained into my, I wanted to keep playing this game. And so I bought it on a whim, and I have not regretted it. I think there's a lot of little nitpicks, but overall the moment to moment is so good that I recommend you just go to the Steam page and you play the demo, and then you can decide for yourself what you think. The music is awesome as well, I forgot to mention, but I think overall it captures a sense of speed, and it captures a sense of like momentum that you can't get enough of it. It's also a good game to watch. Like the watching people like pull in clutch moments and kind of go behind pillars.
Sort of in the same way that you would watch someone doing like the CSGO surfing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just kind of like
that same sort of flow.
Yeah.
You sort of like
the momentum
move
and
a little bit with it, just from how your body sort of braces itself.
Yeah, I also think similar to Isopod, which we talked about earlier, it has some boss fights at the end of like its chapters, and I think those are very, very good. Like the sense of like there is missiles, cluster missiles coming at you from the sky, and waves of fire coming from this like boss thing, and you're chasing this like snake thing going through this like massive like, I don't know, you can feel the sense of destruction and scale, and I think it's really cool. I think again a lot of this feels like a project of passion.
I'm gonna check it out, I think. I know I need to check it out. Looks addictive.
Check it out on Steam. It's $29.99 Australian dollars right now. And you can play a free demo. What's not to love?
That is Haste.
That is Haste.
Woo. My name is Zahra. You're listening to Zed Games, and with me in the studio this episode is Tom and Natalia.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
Is that horse hooves I hear in the distance?
No.
Clip clop, clip clop.
There's no. Ironically, there's very little horse hooves in this game. Called horses.
think before we get into the review, this is a very adult game. You might want to tune out for the next 5 to 6 minutes.
I'm going to be very careful about how I talk about this game. It has very intense themes.
Go for it.
So, first of all, I'm talking about the game Horses. Horses is a first-person horror game released for PC on the 2nd of December 2025 by Italian developer Santa Ragione and lead designer AndreaLB. Horses has been talked about a lot in gaming spaces recently, specifically because the game was delisted from a couple of major PC selling platforms. Developer Santa Ragione announced that Steam would not permit them to release the game on that platform. They were informed of this via an automated email that implied that the game was not compliant with their storefront guidelines due to its offensive content. The feedback they received was vague and pointed towards a broad catch-all phrase in their terms and conditions, which stated that games involving any level of sexual content involving a minor would be refused. Similarly, Epic Games Store also removed the game one day before its release, stating similar reasons, relating towards the game's overall themes and presentation. Although, following all of this controversy, Horses did release successfully on GOG, or Good Old Games, as well as itch.io, and has become a top seller from all of this groundswell around this game, because people want to know what the deal is with Horses. The game, you play as a 20-year-old Italian man named Anselmo. You've been sent to work on a farm by your parents due to a middling university experience. As you walk in, the game opens with a crackle of old film reels playing on an old movie projector. The presentation is in black and white, and before each chapter, you are shown a title screen similar to an old silent movie. All of the dialogue in the game is displayed as such as well. You will be shown a character's face with their mouth moving, and then a blank screen with the dialogue. So as you walk into this farm, you approach the farmer, who welcomes you and tells you that you've got 2 weeks that you're going to be working on this farm, and it's going to be a lot of fun. He asks if you've worked on a farm before, and the game gives you a dialogue option of a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And this is how the dialogue works in this game. They give you 1 or 2 options with either a small symbol or a facial expression to agree or disagree or refuse or go ahead with different elements. But don't fret on these decisions too much, because regardless of your choices, the story is going to go one way. As the farmer shows you around the farm, he informs you of your duties, such as feeding the dog, watering the vegetables in the garden, and then he asks you if you like horses, and your character will say yes or no if you like horses, and he leads you around the corner to see the horses in a pen, which are depicted as naked adults with horse masks that have been fastened around their necks, and they are standing there wordlessly, acting vaguely as horses. They are of various shapes and sizes, these bodies, and they have blurs over their private areas that protect the modesty of the humans, but they do not provide any dignity. And at that point, the farmer tells you, have you ridden a horse before? We're going to ride a horse. And then you fasten a saddle to the shoulders of one of the male horses, and you race him around the farm with a goofy little soundtrack. And it is very uncomfortable. And that's what this game's all about. It's about making you do these uncomfortable things, and being compliant with powerful figures. It's about control. And each day in this game, for your 2-week stay at this farm, you are given a list of duties to complete, whether they are watering the vegetables, or feeding the horses, or whipping a horse so it will plow a field. So this is where I start to understand why the game was not allowed on Steam. When this game was disallowed, it was from a demo that they had provided early on, and they argue that some of the scenes were misconstrued. For an example, with the they argue that in the scene that Steam said it was a child involved in a sexual context, it is because the child is riding a horse, because the horse is being sold as to the child and her father. And at each point, the game asks you, hey, do you want to do this? And your guy will say, I was always saying, no, because I'm a good guy. And they're like, well, you're going to do it. So, horses. It gets very graphic. It gets very rough. There are some very intense scenes involving torture, involving abuse of all kinds, involving lying and gaslighting. And this is where we get to a point with games that I believe that games are an art form. I understand that art is successful when it invokes a feeling, and sometimes when that feeling is being uncomfortable, when it is meant to challenge you, I think that is something that's very cool. At this point, I was challenged by the game, but I don't know if I see the point of it. The message behind it was very murky. Some of the twists and turns were interesting enough, but I think that this game was mostly hype. And I don't know, I can understand, like, you wouldn't see a game like this or a movie with these sorts of themes at event cinemas, right? No. So I can understand why it's not going to be on Steam.
Yeah.
That's Horses. It was $8 on itch.io, and also only 3 to 4 hours long. So if you're feeling like you want to feel real down about stuff and feel challenged and confronted, play Horses. Or if you want to feel better about horses, you can play Uma Musume Pretty Derby on iOS and Android platforms, where you get to race your cute anime girls as horses, and it is horrifying in terms of its gacha mechanics. They're in cute idol outfits, so you can play that.
They look so happy.
They're having a great time. They sing songs after they win a race.
And you feed them carrots.
Well, there we go.
That's Horses.
Yay or nay?
I'm going to say some people will get a kick out of this. But I stand for artistic expression. I think that's a good thing. I do not stand for me feeling uncomfortable sitting on my couch late at night.
And the two can coexist. All right. That's
Certainly.
Horses.
Yeah.
Woo.
Thank you for your set, Tom.
Someone had to do it. Everyone's talking about horses.
Nay.
Yay!
Alrighty. You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Zahra, and in the studio this episode is Natalia and Tom.
What up?
And you said it, Natalia. It's time for us to go. We gotta go to bed.
We've been running all night.
We gotta go to the
goodness.
Excel Championships. We can still catch it if we
Far out.
leave.
Yeah. I'm kind of. We gotta go. In the meantime, we'll be back next week. I want you all to take care, stay safe, have fun, play games.
Yippee!
Bye.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to Zed Games.
If you'd like to listen to more, you can find us on the Community Radio Plus app.
Or find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
See you next time.